What's good? It's your boy Fanon. All right, Manny Pacquiao has signed with Al Haymon and is looking to fight Adrien Broner in January and then Floyd Mayweather. And man, this is a decision that I think is rooted in a few things. Um, One, he's trying to get Manny Pacquiao promotions off the ground. And besides the rematch, obviously, besides the rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr., and being able to make more money for the fights that he makes because he doesn't have a promoter associated with him other than himself. I think it also is going to be used as a way to get Manny Pacquiao promotions off the ground. So I'm going to go over that real quick. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the channel, and thank you. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please accept my invitation to subscribe. And also, thank you to everybody who attends the live streams, and thank you to everybody that donates to the channel by watching the video. We have commercials in the videos. Also, thank you for everybody that donates in the super chats in the live streams, and Venmo and Patreon. And honestly, and also the Patreon channel, new Patreon channel is coming soon, so keep your eye out for that. On a video, I'll let you know specifically when I upload the first series of videos. It's going to be a little bit different than boxing conversation. It's going to be a lot of political conversation and things like that I really can't cover on YouTube, on our YouTube boxing channel. So it just be a lot of the things we talk about in the live streams, but don't often get, into real depth with. But on to Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather and Al Haymon. Look, this is something that people have been seeing. There's been rumors about it for a while now. I've been doing videos for at least the last year, saying that Manny Pacquiao is not happy with Bob Arum, and that Manny Pacquiao is trying to get out of the relationship with Bob Arum. Bob Arum and Top Rank were trying the absolute best they can to hold that off. Pretty much when anybody inside of Manny Pacquiao's camp said that they were said that Manny Pacquiao was upset with Bob Arum and looking to move on, it was like, man, that's not true. Bob Arum's got him locked down forever. All these type of stuff, or, all this stuff. Well, hey, there you go now. It's over with. It's official. Manny Pacquiao signed with the PBC. What this does for Manny Pacquiao, and obviously it sets up a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. The first fight with Adrien Broner, I think that's going to be a good fight. I would be very interested to know whether that's going to be on pay-per-view or whether that's going to be in a on regular HBO, or how they're going to go about doing that. But that's a big win. That's a big win for Showtime. If they put it on Fox, it's a big win for Fox. With this new deal that they have with Fox and ESPN with their increased budget, it'd be interesting to see what kind of money they can pay for the two of these guys. Because Adrien Broner, man, he makes a pretty penny. And too, man, when I don't know if people remember, but Adrien Broner was talking about how he had signed this deal with Floyd Mayweather, where he was going to be making a lot of money from Floyd Mayweather. I can't remember what the thing was. It was like $10 million a fight or something like that. But I wonder if that has anything to do with this, and the fact that Adrien Broner is now going to be able to fight Manny. Now he's going to be able to fight Manny Pacquiao. Because if this is a pay-per-view, this is a Showtime pay-per-view card, hey man, he might be able to do that. If they have a Manny Pacquiao versus Adrien Broner fight in Vegas on pay-per-view, man, I could see that fight doing $50 million, $60 million in Vegas. But just for people traveling to see the fight, of course, I would love to see Adrien Broner pub up that fight with Manny Pacquiao. Now, I don't really think that any of this means anything relative to who the best welterweight is. But if Adrien Broner was able to beat Manny Pacquiao, and then he was able to fight Floyd Mayweather, and then, hey man, the numbers that Adrien Broner spit out there, about making that much money a fight could actually be true. So, this is interesting from a lot of different angles. Manny Pacquiao aligns himself with the PBC, also means that he can, again, like I said earlier, it means that he can also have Manny Pacquiao promotions. And one of the things that he said in this, and this is an article out of World Boxing News, is that he said, God, what is it? Where is it? Forgive me, man. He said it will be an opportunity for other Filipino fighters to shine in the U.S. So now you have a network in Showtime and Fox where you can have fighters from the Philippines also fighting on fight cards in the United States. So on the undercards, on the televised portion of cards, it just really looks like this is something where Manny Pacquiao promotions can fit in nicely on the platform of the PBC, because as we know, a lot of times people think about the PBC as a promoter, but it's not actually a promoter. It's more of like a platform, and a managerial organization, an advisory organization, and different promoters work on different cards. So, for example, you have Richard Schaefer that promotes fights for the PBC. You have Luda Bella that promotes fights for the PBC. You've got Mayweather Promotions that promote fighters on promote fight cards that are where the fighters are PBC fighters. And also, I wouldn't be surprised if this works for Al Haymon, because if Al Haymon signs Filipino fighters who also work under Manny Pacquiao Promotions, man, it just could really allow them to do something, Manny Pacquiao to do something that wasn't going to be allowed with Top Rank, to be a promoter underneath a promotional company, right? It just doesn't seem like, from the outside looking in, it doesn't seem like it has the same amount of flexibility that you have when you are a promoter working along with the platform, working along with Brooklyn Boxing, HBO, Showtime, Fox, and the PBC. And then you have an opportunity to bid on or, promote different fighters and bring different fighters from different promotional outfits, who are not necessarily signed to your promotional outfit to fight on your card or to headline on cards that you are holding. So, for Manny Pacquiao, it really does seem like a very, very intelligent move and just a realistic move, right? And this is what the PBC is designed to do, man. It really is designed to, it's designed to have fighters who want to have their own promotional companies, who want to be able to have their own cards, like Adrien Broner, because Adrien Broner has About Billions promotion. He's been doing his own promotional thing for several years now, and it just seems like I said, it just fits with Manny Pacquiao and what Manny Pacquiao's doing. Now, this again, and I can't, every time I talk about this type of situation with Top Rank, with this, I got to point back to Top Rank. And for fighters who are going into the type of situation that Manny Pacquiao was in, right, where Manny Pacquiao's the number one guy at Top Rank, where he is really bringing in the revenue for Top Rank. And also a guy like Canelo Alvarez, where Canelo Alvarez really is the entire, man, he's 70% of the show for Golden Boy Promotions, where it just makes more sense for fighters like that if they have the business acumen and if they have the desire to do it, right? The desire to do it is the biggest thing. If it's a fighter that just isn't interested in doing anything other than, fighting, making their money, putting their money in their bank, spending all their off time with their family and their kids, hey man, then doing your own promotional thing might not be that. It might not be it for you, right? But for guys that have that mindset, it just makes sense to work in an organization that allows you to do that. Which is like, there's been arguments that have been made about Errol Spence Jr. going to ESPN. How is a guy that has a his aspirations to be a promoter with Man Down Promotions, right? What sense would it make for him to go and be promoted by another promoter? The fighters over there on ESPN are working with Golden Boy, and they're working with Top Rank primarily. It just doesn't make sense, man. But look, I'm a Manny Pacquiao fan, and I'm happy that Manny Pacquiao is finally up from underneath Top Rank. And if there's some other good fighters from the Philippines that can be aired on Showtime, can be aired on Fox, or whatever other outlets. I think there's a couple other. I think PBC might be just be Fox and Showtime. I think there's also Fox Sports 1 is the other thing I'm looking for. If you can create that, if you can have that type of talent come on cards, or good talent come on those cards, hey man, that's all the better, man. It's all the better. But it'd also be interesting to see when it's done, as far as Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, and Adrien Broner, whether this is just one big circle for those three, or whether or not whoever pops out of the top of that, which more than likely is going to be Floyd Mayweather, whether or not they're going to fight some of the other actual champions at a 147, because this belt, and this is a last worry, and I guess I'm gonna wrap this up after a second. The thing that worries me about this WBA regular thing, and the fact that Manny Pacquiao holds a WBA regular belt, and the fact that this is what's going to be going around, between these fights. Because if Manny Pacquiao has a WBA regular belt and he fights Adrien Broner, the winner of that's going to be the WBA regular champion. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. then fights either the winner of that, Manny Pacquiao or Adrien Broner, then he becomes the WBA regular champion, right? But the problem with this is that for the other champions is that Keith Thurman is a very strippable champion right now. I mean, the WBA for inactivity at any point in time can strip Keith Thurman of his title, and then they can elevate or make any of those fights for the actual WBA. For the actual WBA super champion. So now you've got a situation where Adrien Broner, Manny Pacquiao, or Floyd Mayweather Jr. are the WBA regular champion. And it just makes unification in that division that much harder. So anyway, it is what it is, man. I appreciate you guys checking out the channel and listening to me cover this conversation. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated so you know when we release these videos. And with that, I'm out. Peace.